Thomas's new look. Thomas was in the sheds at Farquhar when the Fat Controller came to see him. "Ah, Thomas," he said, "I've been going through the wreckage, and you're due for a repaint. I want you to head to the works right away." "Yes, sir," replied Thomas. He puffed out of the shed and along the branch line. When he arrived at Knapford Junction, he saw James with his passengers. "Morning, Thomas," James whistled. "Where are you off to?" "I'm headed to the works for a repaint," said Thomas. "Are you now?" said James. "Well, if you want a repaint, why not choose a different colour?" "What do you mean?" asked Thomas. "Well, for me personally, I love my red, but sometimes I imagine what I would be like in a different colour. Maybe you could be red for a change." "No, thank you," retorted Thomas. "I'd rather not look like a post box." "Hey!" snapped James. But before he could continue, the guard's whistle blew and James puffed away. Post box indeed. Thomas watched James leave, but the red engine's words lingered in his smoke box as he headed off to the works. Later, Thomas had to take on water at Wellsworth. He saw Henry coming by on the opposite line. "What if I were green, like Henry?" he thought. No, I just blend in with the grass and trees. Red and green are good colors, but I can't see myself wearing them." Then Thomas saw Edward coming in with a goods train. Trevor was on one of the trucks. He had a bright blue ribbon, as well as blue balloons decorated onto him. "Wow!" he marveled. "You look splendid, Trevor." "I've been decorated for a special gala tonight," said Trevor. "The vicar and his family had this ribbon specially made for me, and the balloons are a nice touch." "Well, blue is a jolly good colour," said Thomas. "In fact, most days, I don't think I'd see myself in any other colour at all." "Well, Thomas," suggested Edward, "you can still be blue, but it doesn't have to be the blue you wear. There are many different types of blue to choose from." Thomas listened to Edward curiously. At that moment, the signal changed, and Thomas set off for the works. The next day, the engines were waking up when they heard a whistle. Puffing into the yard was a teal blue tank engine with yellow stripes. "Thomas?" gasped Percy. "Is that you?" "It is me," chuckled Thomas. "What do you think? I decided to go for a color that's different, but still holds true to me." "Well, you look splendid in that color, little Thomas," said Gordon. "It really suits you," agreed Emily. "It's not bad," put in James. "Not as bright as my paint, of course." Thomas laughed cheekily. "Maybe not, James, but it sure makes you stand out more than you do." Everyone laughed, while James just groaned.